Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolfe Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Today I'm doing the third installment in the makeshift frozen turkey dinner video series for people who cannot or choose not to enjoy the Thanksgiving feast with their families. The first makeshift frozen Thanksgiving dinner I tried was Hungry Man's roasted carb white meat turkey dinner, and it was good. The vegetables and the mashed potatoes were the star of that dinner. The second makeshift frozen Thanksgiving dinner I tried was Marie Callender's oven roasted turkey and stuffing, which was very good and better than the Hungry Man. But I had two problems with Marie Callender's. Even though the turkey was good, there was very little of it. And the vegetables were just plain bad. Both of those meals were just a little bit over $2 each. So today, I'm trying Banquet's 10-ounce turkey meal, which consists of turkey with gravy and dressing, creamy mashed potatoes, and sweet peas, and 50% more turkey. All of this for only $1.24. Nothing says quality like a meal that costs $1.24. But so far, out of the three meals, Banquet is the only one that got dressing right. What I mean by this is, dressing is cooked and served on the side, but stuffing is stuffed inside the turkey and cooked. Yes, it's the same thing, but it's the method of cooking that changes the name. By looking at this list of ingredients, I'm convinced. The cheaper the product, the more ingredients. Wow, this is a lot of ingredients. The list of ingredients for simple mashed potatoes looks and sounds more like a science experiment than it does creamy mashed potatoes. The turkey is definitely a 4-meat slurry concoction. That's definitely no surprise. But what is a surprise is Banquet is the only manufacturer I've seen be outright honest and list some of the ingredients for what they are. Like binders. Binders right away tell you that it's holding the meat together. The binders in the dark meat and the white meat that hold the meat slurry concoction together is soy protein concentrate and modified food starch. Also, the fact that they have dark meat and white meat is a very nice touch as far as I'm concerned, as most meals only contain white meat, and I think white meat is way overrated. What say you, the people? What do you prefer, white or dark meat? What is your favorite piece of poultry? Banquet's turkey meal has 280 calories, 11 grams of total fat, 3 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 45 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,460 milligrams of sodium, 440 milligrams of potassium, 29 grams of carbohydrates, 5 grams of fiber, 4 grams of sugars, and 17 grams of protein. And just like all the other meals, this one can be heated up in the oven or the microwave. And again, just like the first two meals, I don't see any reason to heat this up in the oven, so I'm going to nuke it. So let's get it out of the box and heat it up. Even though I don't mind, and most of the time I enjoy mixing my food, I really like how Banquet has separated the foods. The directions said to cut a slit in the film, so I poked a hole over top of everything. Then it went into the microwave for 3 minutes on high. After 3 minutes, I gave everything a stir, recovered, and then went back in the microwave for 1.5 to 2.5 more minutes, and then it rested for 2 minutes. Like all the other meals, it says to ensure the food gets to 165 degrees, which I never do with frozen dinners. What say you, the people? Do you check the temperature of frozen meals? After heating in the microwave for a total of 5 minutes and resting for 2 minutes, our Banquet turkey meal is ready for us to enjoy. I was really surprised. For a meal that only cost $1.24, this looked pretty good. I dove into the mashed potatoes first, but with the amount of ingredients in the mashed potatoes, I find it hard to even call these mashed potatoes. But we'll roll with that for now. Now these potatoes look more like mashed potatoes I would normally associate with frozen dinners. They definitely didn't look as good as the mashed potatoes in the first two meals. So into my face orifice they went. And this proves looks can be deceiving, because I had already wrote these potatoes off just by the looks of them. But they were actually good. Not the best, but very edible, even with all those ingredients. Now you're going to see I'm going to start to flounder around with a spoon, and it wasn't intentional. Most of you already know I have issues with my hands, and today They had a mind of their own and did everything they wanted to do, but nothing I wanted them to do. Whether it's with help from my wife or daughter, or without help, these videos must go on for you, the people, so you, the people, know exactly what you're eating. Next, I wanted to try the mashed potatoes with a bit of the gravy. So I got a little bit of the gravy on the potatoes. And I gave it a try. And as soon as this gravy hit my tongue, I realized it was every deer's dream. Salty, 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 like a salt lick. I had to clean off my tongue before going to the dressing. The dressing was next, and when I went to flip the turkey over to look for some, I was surprised. It was only one slice of 4 meat slurry concoction turkey. And this is supposed to be 50% more turkey? With that said, the previous version of this meal must have had so little turkey that it was considered vegetarian. I got a bit of the dressing with a bit of the liquid salt, only because all of the dressing had gravy on it. The dressing had decent flavor and texture, but it was very salty. I really liked the fact that Banquet had both white and dark meat. I tried the dark meat first, which was also coated with the salty gravy. So I don't know if it was just the gravy or the combination of the gravy and the turkey, but it too was very salty. But the turkey did have good flavor and texture, considering it was a 4 meat slurry concoction. Next I tried the white meat, and when I cut off a piece of the white meat turkey, you might think I got some of the dark meat too underneath. But the dark meat was offset and I avoided cutting it. The white meat also had good texture and flavor, but again, salty, salty, salty. I love frozen peas, and I've been eyeing these bright green peas for the entire video, and I was looking forward to trying them. The peas themselves were fine, good texture and flavor. But Banquet needs to put some of that excess salt that's in the rest of the meal in the peas. A little butter, salt and pepper would do these peas justice. Finally, for the obligatory bite of everything together, the turkey, dressing, gravy, mashed potatoes, and peas. And that right there is a spoonful of sodium goodness. So here's my final thoughts on Banquet's turkey meal. If I haven't already mentioned it, it was very salty. The mashed potatoes and peas were the least salty and the best things in the meal. Both the white and dark 4 meat slurry concoction slices of turkey had a decent texture and flavor, but was very salty, just like the gravy and dressing. This meal was salty to the point it just wasn't enjoyable for me, which is why I'm going to give Banquet's turkey meal a 4 out of 10. If you'd like to help support the Wolf Pit, consider being a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month. That's only $12 for the whole year. Or you can pledge more. That's up to you. Either way, every little bit's appreciated and helps me produce more high-quality videos more often for you, the people. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.